Welcome. So this video is all about helping you take a thesis statement and making it stronger, more detailed, more nuanced. The goal of this video is to help you better understand the goal of a thesis, to give you some systems for self-checking, some strategies such as looking at audience and perfect purpose to strengthen thesis writing, and then to give you a system of asking questions to guide your research, which will then help you shape and revise your own thesis. So the goal of a thesis, it's important to remember that your thesis is really just an opinion you're sharing with the world. The thesis statement's the opinion itself. The essay is going to be the reasoning behind your opinion. When you share that opinion, you should be confident, but this confidence should come from hard work, research, and experience. Once you've put in all that hard work, you're going to have a really thoughtful, detailed, and nuanced opinion about a topic. Once you have that idea, you want to express it in a way that's clear, specific, and direct so your audience can just easily understand the opinion you're trying to express to them. This is really hard to do. It's hard to distill a complex idea into simple words. It's going to take time, effort. You're going to have to revise, change, tweak your writing so it expresses exactly what you want it to. You don't want to promise more in your thesis than you deliver in your essay. You also don't want to undersell it where you don't put everything you're going to say in your essay into your thesis. So a couple of things. Just a quick self-check. Once you write your thesis, ask, is it a claim? Is it specific? Is it arguable? This will give you a rough guide on where you can improve. And then ways to improve. First of all, just consider your audience. Ask yourself, who do I want to read my essay? The easy answer is just anybody, but that's lazy and that's not going to help you out at all. Actually figure out who do you want to read your work. That's going to be your target audience. Once you have your target audience, think about what do you want them to do with your essay once they put it down. Remember, your pillars of purpose are to persuade, to inform, to entertain. Of course, there can and should be overlap, but really zero in on a primary goal. So further strategies to help you refine your thesis and make a stronger one is once you start with your working thesis, then ask some questions about it. Those questions will drive your research. That research will give you more expertise in the field, which should then help you revise your thesis. So let's try to put all these strategies into practice. So let's start off with our working thesis. Skiing is the best sport. So we'll start with just a check. Is it a claim? It sure is. Is it specific? The word best is really just a superlative that's not very specific at all. And then is it arguable? It kind of is. I mean, I could argue, no, hockey is a better sport, but it's such a big claim that I could never win this argument. So now that we see that we have some holes, let's look at a couple places where we could get stronger. And the first thing is, who am I talking to? So I know the topic is skiing. It could be people that love skiing. It could be people that have never tried skiing, people that hate skiing, or other athletes who like other sports. Here's the deal. None of these are wrong. They're all perfectly fine audiences, but for the purposes of this practice, we're going to just choose people that have never tried skiing. Once we have our specific audience down, figure out what's the specific purpose we want them to get out of this. We could think, oh, let's just make them laugh and entertain them with some skiing stories. We could say, you know what? I want those people who have never tried to get out there on the hill and ski themselves. Or we could say, I just want them to understand me. I want them to inform them about why skiing is so great. Again, there's no wrong answer, but for the first purpose of this practice, let's persuade them. Let's get them out on the hill. So notice that's a lot more specific than just saying skiing is the best sport. Our new revised working thesis is, if you've never tried skiing, give it a chance. So now let's continue to develop that with some asking questions and research. So we have, if you've never tried skiing, give it a chance. Ask some key questions. So if you've never tried skiing, who am I talking to? People that have never done it. So ask, why haven't you done it? If you are saying you should try, well, I'm kind of inherently saying skiing is a good thing. So maybe do some research on why is skiing good. That research may yield a whole bunch of different reasons. You might find that people don't ski because it's expensive, because it's not convenient, because it's scary, because they just don't know how to do it. Once you look at why is skiing good, there's going to be a whole bunch of different different reasons. Physical health, mental health, you get to be outside, it's social, there's competitive, it could be a laid back experience. There's a lot of different variety there. Notice that this research takes you in a bunch of different directions. So what you have to do is look at the research that kind of calls out to you, that moves you. So again, these aren't right or wrong, but you have to make a choice, but that choice is going to help you tighten your thesis statement. So let's say I'm looking at, I think the people that are scared of skiing is sort of an interesting idea to me. And then that kind of overlaps with the sort of mental side of skiing. So for instance, if you said, I know you're scared, but it's good for your body, those aren't overlapped. But you could say, I know that you're scared, but honestly, there's a lot of really positive benefits to it for your mind, then that's a lot of a natural place to go. So your re-revised thesis might say something that reads, even though the idea of learning to ski can make some people nervous, they should give it a chance because skiing can actually help them with their anxiety. So to summarize, a thesis is an opinion you have about a topic that you are an expert in. You can and should change it as you deepen your understanding of the topic. You want the thesis to be clear, specific, direct, so other people can easily understand what you're trying to say. To help you develop your thesis, ask yourself, is it a claim? Is it specific? Is it arguable? Consider who your audience is, consider your purpose, and then really go through the process of look at your thesis, ask questions, research those questions, and revise based on that research. And notice, if you take a look at all those steps, we move from skiing as the best sport to, even though the idea of learning to ski can make some people nervous, they should give it a chance because skiing can actually help them with their anxiety. Notice how much more thoughtful, detailed, and specific we ended up with just by going through these steps. Hopefully they'll help you. Have a great day.